Here's something most men are never told, especially after 60. How you take care of your sexual health right now can either protect your body for years to come or quietly work against you. And if you think masturbation becomes risky, pointless, or something you should just stop as you age, that belief alone could be doing more harm than good. Today, I want to talk to you honestly, man to man, about how to masturbate safely after 60 and the 3 big mistakes I see ruining comfort, confidence, and overall men's health. As a urologist, I want you to know this first sexual self-care doesn't have an expiration date. Your body still responds to stimulation, blood flow still matters, nerve health still matters, and your prostate and pelvic muscles still benefit from healthy activity. The key is understanding that your body at 60 or 70 isn't the same body you had at 30, and treating it the same way is where problems begin. The first big mistake is rushing and using too much force. Many men developed habits earlier in life when sensitivity was lower and recovery was faster. Over time, skin becomes thinner, blood vessels are more delicate, and nerves are more sensitive. Aggressive pressure or speed can lead to irritation, soreness, or even reduced sensitivity over time. Slowing down isn't a weakness. It's how you protect nerve response and circulation. Think of it as working with your body instead of trying to overpower it. The second mistake is ignoring lubrication and hydration. This one is huge. As testosterone gradually declines with age, natural moisture and elasticity decrease as well. Dryness increases friction, which increases the risk of micro-injuries and inflammation. A simple, body-safe lubricant can dramatically reduce strain and make the experience more comfortable and safer. Pair that with proper hydration throughout the day, because dehydrated tissues don't heal or respond well. This isn't about indulgence, it's about protecting sensitive tissue and maintaining healthy blood flow. The third mistake is guilt, fear, or total avoidance. Some men stop entirely because they think it's unhealthy, shameful, or dangerous at their age, but avoiding sexual stimulation altogether can actually contribute to reduced blood flow, weaker pelvic muscles, and increased stiffness in the tissues. Masturbation, when done gently and mindfully, can support circulation, help maintain nerve signaling, and even improve sleep and stress levels. The goal is moderation and awareness, not extremes in either direction. What I want you to focus on is intention. This isn't about chasing intensity. It's about staying connected to your body. Pay attention to comfort. If something feels off, don't push through it. Your body gives signals earlier now, and listening to them is a sign of wisdom, not aging. Taking your time, staying relaxed, and breathing normally all help your nervous system stay balanced, which is essential for sexual health at any age. Also remember, overall lifestyle plays a role here. Regular walking, light strength training, good sleep, and managing blood sugar and blood pressure all directly affect sexual function. Masturbation isn't separate from health, it's part of it. When the rest of your body is supported, everything works better and more comfortably. I want you to leave this video feeling reassured, not embarrassed. You don't need extreme techniques, supplements, or fear-based advice. You need respect for your body as it is today. When you approach sexual health with patience, care, and understanding, you protect not just performance, but long-term comfort, confidence, and quality of life. Aging doesn't mean giving up control over your body. It means learning a smarter, safer way to take care of it. And that mindset alone can make a powerful difference. Slowing down and reducing force becomes one of the most important shifts a man can make after 60, because the body no longer responds well to the habits that once felt normal or harmless. Over time, nerve endings become more sensitive, skin becomes thinner, and blood vessels are less elastic, which means aggressive speed or pressure can overwhelm the tissues instead of supporting them. Many men unknowingly rely on intensity to create sensation, but what actually keeps sensitivity alive long-term is controlled, gentle stimulation that allows blood flow to rise naturally rather than being forced. When movements are rushed, the nervous system goes into a stress response, tightening muscles and limiting circulation, which works against comfort and function. Slowing the pace allows the body to stay relaxed, improves oxygen delivery to the area, and helps nerve signals remain clear and responsive. Reduced force also lowers the risk of irritation, soreness, and lingering discomfort that can last hours or even days afterward. As men age, recovery time increases, and small injuries that once healed quickly can now create longer-term sensitivity issues. Gentle pressure protects the delicate balance between stimulation and healing. This slower approach also encourages better body awareness, helping men notice early signals like tightness, dryness, or fatigue instead of pushing past them. When the body is treated with patience, It maintains responsiveness more effectively and preserves confidence rather than eroding it. Slowing down is not about losing masculinity or intensity. It is about adapting intelligently to how the body changes over time. Men who make this adjustment often notice improved comfort, more consistent sensation, less anxiety around performance because they are no longer fighting their own physiology. This approach supports healthy nerve pathways, steady circulation, and long-term sexual function by working with the body's natural rhythm rather than trying to recreate the responses of a younger body under pressure using proper lubrication and staying well hydrated becomes increasingly important after 60 because the body naturally produces less moisture and loses elasticity as hormone levels change. When tissues are dry, friction increases, and friction is one of the fastest ways to cause irritation, inflammation, and tiny surface injuries that may not be visible but still affect comfort and sensitivity. Many men underestimate how much strain dryness places on delicate skin and nerves, assuming discomfort is just part of aging, when in reality it is often preventable. A body-safe lubricant reduces resistance, allowing smoother movement and protecting the skin from unnecessary stress. This support helps maintain healthy blood flow and prevents the tissue from tightening or reacting defensively. Hydration works in the same way from the inside out. When the body is dehydrated, circulation becomes less efficient, tissue heal more slowly, and nerve signaling can feel dulled or inconsistent. Even mild dehydration can make skin more fragile and prone to irritation. Drinking enough water throughout the day supports elasticity, improves oxygen delivery, and helps the body recover properly. Lubrication and hydration together create an environment where stimulation feels comfortable instead of abrasive. This combination also reduces anxiety around discomfort, which is important because tension in the nervous system can directly interfere with sexual response. When men remove unnecessary friction and dryness, they allow the body to respond more naturally and consistently. This is not about indulgence or excess, but about basic tissue care and injury prevention. Treating the skin and underlying structures with support, rather than forcing them to cope, builds long-term comfort and confidence. Men who prioritize lubrication and hydration often notice fewer aches, less soreness afterward, and more reliable sensation because the tissues are being protected, rather than worn down over time. Avoiding shame, fear, or complete avoidance plays a critical role in maintaining sexual health after 60 because the mind and body are deeply connected. Many men quietly step away from sexual self-care due to guilt, outdated beliefs, or the assumption that desire and function are no longer appropriate at their age. This mental withdrawal often leads to physical consequences, including reduced blood flow, weaker pelvic muscles, and increased stiffness in the tissues. When stimulation is completely removed, the body adapts by downregulating circulation and nerve signaling in that area. Over time, this can make sensitivity fade and responsiveness less reliable. Gentle, mindful sexual activity helps maintain these systems, keeping the tissues active and the nervous pathways engaged. Fear and shame also activate stress responses in the body, tightening muscles and restricting blood flow, which further interferes with comfort and function. Letting go of judgment allows the body to stay relaxed, which is essential for healthy arousal and recovery. Masturbation done with intention and moderation can support emotional well-being by reducing stress and improving sleep quality, both of which directly influence hormone balance and energy levels. When men understand that self-care is not the same as excess, they are more likely to approach it with balance rather than extremes. Avoidance often leads to anxiety about performance or health changes, while gentle consistency builds familiarity and confidence. Reframing sexual self-care as a normal part of overall health helps men stay connected to their bodies instead of disconnected or resentful toward natural changes. This mindset shift supports long-term comfort, reduces fear-based tension, and encourages men to listen to their bodies rather than ignore or suppress important signals.